I watched the blood slowly run down my arm and drip off of my fingertips with a blank, forlorn expression on my face as I desperately waited to finally succumb to the darkness, wanting nothing more than to leave this tragic life. Time after time, I had tried to kill myself, to leave this shitty ass life that I was forced to live. Yet my mother always found me, no matter where I went, and she always stopped the bleeding or forced me to throw up any pills that I had swallowed. I didn't know how she always knew I was trying to kill myself, but it was like she had a sixth sense for it. She didn't want to be left here alone with him, my father, and she was determined to keep me in this hellhole of a life with her for as long as she possibly could, even if that meant forever. She only cared about herself, and to say that I hated her guts was an understatement. My mother wasn't the kind of mother to always put her daughter first, and my father wasn't the kind of father that wanted to beat up the guys that tried to date his little princess. My parents weren't normal parents. In fact, they were far from it. No. Instead, she was the kind of mother that looked out for herself instead of her child. He was the kind of father that beat up his little princess instead of the boys she brought home. It had been like this for as long as I could remember. I honestly couldn't remember a time in my life when things had been simple, easy, and fun. I jerked my head to the side to look at the bathroom doorway when I heard the handle jiggle to my bedroom door, watching with blank eyes as my mother barged into my room and rushed over to my bathroom, knowing instantly where I would be. I sighed in agitation as I leaned my head back against the wall with a slight bang, listening as she scrambled out of my bathroom to get her first aid kit. I could hide out a mile into the woods and this woman would still make it to me before I could die. She came back into my bathroom with a first aid kit clutched in her bony, slender fingers, and she instantly began wrapping up my arm to stop the bleeding. Her dull brown eyes met my own, not a hint of sympathy in their soul-sucking depths. "You're not leaving me alone with him, Tracey," she muttered, glaring hard into my eyes. I just stared back at her blankly. "Stop trying," she snarled quietly. Those were her parting words as she left my room. I sighed and dropped my face into my hands, the tears falling down my face as soon as I heard my bedroom door shut behind her, and I knew that I was alone again. I couldn't keep doing this. I couldn't keep living like this.